Hi, this is Trina, aka Mineral Mama. Welcome to my platform. On this video, I'm thinking right now where most of the time I direct my attention to children with low IQ. But this time, my young ladies, they be struggling with these menstrual cramps. And nobody's really saying anything to help them out, right? And so a couple of scenarios. I had a spiritual daughter. I have a spiritual daughter, and I didn't really know her like that at the time, but I knew her mom, and mom called me and said, you know, my daughter, she's cramping really bad. And I said, did you try magnesium and the magnesium glycinate? And she said, well, let me give that to her. So she tried it and it worked. It gave her daughter that relief that she was looking for. So then the next month, they called me again. This time she said, she's on the floor, she's crying and she's struggling, you know, and what do I do? And I said, you gave her the magnesium? She said, yeah, it didn't work. And then I said, okay. I said, what about the sulfur, the MSM sulfur? And if you want, you can add some camu vitamin C to that powdered vitamin C by some food. And so she said, okay. So she added that, gave it to her daughter. And I just sat back and waited, you know, and next thing I know, a couple days later, I get a call. It's not from the mom this time. I get a call from the daughter. The daughter was like, Auntie, you need to have retreats and I'm going to help you, because she felt so much better and she got the relief she was looking for, right? And then another scenario I want to tell you ladies that have this heavy flow and you're excessive flow. Had a girlfriend, was flowing for like a month. And she's like, gosh, you know, it's been a long time. And definitely not a good thing. So I said to her, I said, have you been taking your kelp, KELP, from the ocean that I always talk about, ocean supplements? And I said, have you been taking your kelp lately? And she says, I haven't. She got back on her kelp, and guess what? That flow, it checked it. Everything went back to normal. And her normal, whatever her normal was, if that was 3 or 4 days, it went back to normal. But I'm just sharing this stuff with you because I'm not a doctor. Let me do the disclaimer. I am not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice. I just don't want to see you all struggling, because you don't have to struggle and nobody's going to tell you, they're not going to help you. The places that you go for visits and appointments, they're not going to help you. And the reason that they're not is because they make a lot of money. When y'all buying all them different menstrual pads and stuff like that, you know, and different pain medication, they're not going to help you. Your body is not the pain. When your body is in pain, it's your body's communication signal. And the body, how else does it communicate to say, hey, you know, send me some minerals down there? Everything that I mentioned, y'all, so far was a mineral. The sulfur, the kelp, the magnesium, all of it. We're mineral deficient people. And that's why I named my business Minerally Made, because we were not just made from the dust of the earth, but we need minerals from the ocean too. So young ladies, I hope this helps you out. And keep in mind, for our sulfur, everybody is eating roach spray. Dr. Africa calls it, he said we eat a teaspoon of roach spray a day. So it doesn't matter in this case if you're a male or female. If you're eating vegetables, you know, different foods, they spray pesticide on there. Pesticide and roach spray has the same molecular structure. So it doesn't matter. The bottom line, the poison doesn't belong in the body. And it needs to be excreted out. And it needs to be excreted out on a regular. So with that being said, yeah, so that was Dr. Africa. And I add camu, CAMU, organic vitamin C by some food, and I add that to my MSM sulfur, or whatever kind of sulfur y'all want to get. It doesn't have to be MSM. That's just easy for some people to remember. There are a few of them that I like, but sulfur is sulfur. So I add that, keep it in a glass spaghetti jar, and my family and I, we use that, just whenever, just to get that roach spray out. As a matter of fact, another quick testimony for people struggling with rotator cuff pain, that rotator cuff shoulder pain. I had used that when I was in physical therapy because I was having trouble with my rotator cuff. And they mentioned surgery. I was in physical therapy for a couple months. Y'all, I took the MSM and I got my full rotator cuff back in like 1 to 2 days. I mean, it was working better than it was before, right? Because that, again, roach spray don't belong in the body. It just don't belong. It's causing disruption, and it's making you think that you have something that you don't. And then the next thing y'all gonna end up doing is run to get your rotator cuff and get some surgery because it's in pain. Because what you're doing is you're allowing a system to translate for you what your body is communicating when you have that rotator cuff pain. And your body is not communicating, hey, I need surgery. Your body is communicating, hey, I need sulfur. That's what your body is saying. But you don't understand anymore how to translate the intelligence of your body, because your body is very intelligent, right? But you're allowing another system to interpret what your body is saying. And they say, oh, your body needs surgery. And then you say, oh, okay, that's not what your body is saying. And so follow me and like and share. I'm throwing this wisdom out. I hope it helps. I know it'll help because I help a lot of people. And so anyway, like it, share it, subscribe, and give me some feedback. Feedback is just like, if some of y'all go to church and the preacher is saying, it's preaching and teaching, and somebody say amen. And that communication is just a way to say, okay, you hear me. Give me some feedback and share it with all of your girlfriends, because they're struggling too. Whether you know it or not, they're struggling too. So share the information. There's a lot of young women out here. So y'all take care.